Good morning. This is the challenge that I accepted, Container Garden Challenge Summer 2019. It was put on by Denise Jordan of This and That, measured and mixed, hosted by Chrissy and Lacey Spacey. I hope you guys go over and give them a lot of love and check out their channels. Don't forget to put the hashtag in front of Container Garden Challenge Summer 2019. Good morning to all my garden followers and fairy garden followers. I'm doing a challenge by This and That with Denise Jordan. She's got a great channel. I hope you go over and check it out. She has so many exciting things going over there. Right now she's got a fairy challenge and a container challenge. This is the fairy challenge that I'm going to make a fairy garden in. Well, here's my fairy. She's a water fairy. I thought she was very pretty. Let's see if I can turn her around a little bit and let you see all the detail on this. I got this at a secondhand store for $6. Thought it was a good buy. And you can see the ocean, and you can see the fish in it, and you can see her flying over it. So that's my fairy. I don't know, I may put some more things in here, but right now I have one fairy, and I have a lot of cuttings that I got. So of course the cuttings are no cost. And I have 3 succulents that I purchased, and they were $3.50 each. So that is, let's see, that's 7, $9.50, and her $9.50 makes it $15, and maybe 17 with some fresh soil. The rest are all cuttings. As you see, I have a lot of them. I don't know if I'm going to use all the cuttings I have here, and I have some other things I'm putting in here that I already have and I didn't purchase. I have some rocks. Oh, I take it back. I did buy some sand. The sand, let's see, that'd be 15, 18 $18 with the sand. And we'll throw $2 more in case I have something else that I spent some money on. But the rocks I'm going to use I already have. The shells I already have. So we're talking $20 the most. That's including the fairy, all the plants, the container I already had. Most of these plants are cuttings. They're not something I went and bought. And so we'll see. It could go higher, but I haven't got it put together yet. Let's see how it turns out. Right now we're at, we'll say $20. Well, I know it's hard to believe. I actually got everything to fit in there. All the plants I had, all the cuttings and the other plants that I had. It's pretty full. I'm now going to try to put the sand and the shells and all the other little things that go in and decorate. But anyway, all the plants are in there. I'm going to water them in thoroughly before I start with my next step, though. Okay, I had some gravel from another project. I emptied it into here, so that's a zero cost. I did have one bag of pebbles that I bought from Dollar Tree, and as you can see, they're bigger, and I lined the whole container front and back to keep the soil in place, and the sand. I still haven't put the sand in that I have, but I'm just showing you what it looks like before I get to the next step. So the plants are all in, the soil, first the soil went in, then all the plants and cuttings went in. I had some gravel, I put some gravel in there, and I opened a package of little stones from the Dollar Tree, and now they're in place. Now I'm going to the next step. I used 2 bags of sand on this project. I don't know if I got this at the 99-cent store or Dollar Tree, but it was one or the other. And this is how it turned out. Believe it or not, 2 small bags of sand was plenty. The fairy I was going to use in here, it's not working out, so I'm going to put something else in it, and so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to label this fairy garden yet. Now I got a Dollar Tree and got these glass beads for $1. I used 1 package, and I used fire glass on the rest to make it shiny because it has little pieces of mirror. And there's the product I use. I bought this one about 4 years ago, and I've done a ton of fairy gardens and water features with this material, and I really do love it. I'm about ready to have to buy another one. It is sort of expensive, but you only use a little on top of things, and it looks so, so pretty. Well, I'm finally done with my container garden. I decided not to be a fairy garden because the fairy did not look right in here. I will have to do another garden for her. So this is from This and That with Janice Jordan, and it was a container garden. Well, this is a container garden that's going into my Fairy Shores. Like I said on earlier posts, my Fairy Shores is a total mess, and I'm going to get it all redone this year. So now I've done 2 of the Fairy Shore container gardens now. This is number 2. And we'll see how we progress through the rest. I have a lot of containers that go in there, and I will have to get busy and get them done. Well, this is a challenge from This and That with Denise Jordan. Be sure you go over and check her out. It's a great, great channel. She has all kinds of gardening tips, household tips, how to manage your money tips, and how to build your YouTube channel. So she has a lot of things going, and she posts all the time. So you go over there and give her some love, everybody. I love watching her channel, and I've been watching it for probably about 1.5 years, 2 years. And I really, really enjoy her gardening videos and the Fairy Garden Challenge she has now every year. So thank you very much for putting this container garden together. I know it was supposed to be a fairy garden. The fairy just wouldn't fit in here right, and I gave up and said I'll just put my mermaids in here because I'm trying to get my Fairy Shores all done. So that was why I joined this challenge, to make myself get busy and get that doggone thing cleaned up over there. Hopefully, I was hoping I would have it done by August, but I don't think so. Hopefully by September, October, I'll have Fairy Shores all redone. It hasn't been done in about 2 years. So it really is a mess, because last year I was having 2 surgeries, and it just was so hard to do anything out in the yard. But I did think my mermaids turned out pretty good, don't you think? Now, like I said, this was a $20 fairy garden, or probably less, because the mermaids I already had. I didn't purchase them. The fire glass, will give it $1 or $2 because I didn't use that much, and I've been using it for a couple of, well, at least 3 or 4 years. It's been quite a while. The shells I already had, so I didn't have to do that. I did buy the glass beads from Dollar Tree. So this was at least no more than 20, probably a lot less than 20 because I didn't count the fairy now. So anyway, you can do a lot, especially if you have cuttings and you already have your container. And I only count things once I have to buy something new. Once I've already used them, they're free from then on. And cuttings I don't count either because they're cuttings. So even as beautiful as that plant is, it's a cutting. So I'm going to move everything over to Fairy Shores and give you one more picture of it. Well, here it is, all finished over in Fairy Shores. There's a lot more fairy gardens here, but haven't been redone, so I'm not going to show them right now. But I just wanted to show you how this one looked. Looks pretty good, pretty happy with it. And the mermaids I've had a couple of years, probably about 2 or 3 years, because I didn't do any fairy gardens last year in Fairy Shore, so that's why I know these are at least 2 years old. And probably when I did the mermaids is when I got the turtle too. I think I got the turtle, I think I got it at Petco, if you can believe it. I could be wrong. The fairies, I think I got, not fairies, the mermaids, I got them at Hobby Lobby. And they were very reasonable, and they were very good quality, because like I said, they've been out here in the sun for 2 years, and they still look pretty good. So anyway, this is the end of it. It's in Fairy Shores. We'll try to come over here once a week and try to at least get one fairy garden done every single week. That way maybe I'll have it all finished by October. So this is number 2, and I'll move the other one over here. The other one's at another place too right now, so next time I do another fairy garden over here, I'll put the other one. Sorry the birds are being so noisy. They're so excited that I'm working on my yard. It always makes them happy. Well, I'm going to let you go for now. Bye-bye, my fairy followers and garden followers.